Hello, my name is Jamie Murphy, and I'm here to present to you Tom Warp Sports Productions. Tom Warp Sports Productions is a video production company that focuses on sports documentaries. Here at Tom Warp Sports Productions, we are going to change the way the stories are told in the broadcasting industry. Rather than telling the stories through the eyes of players, coaches, and biased media, we're going to incorporate the experience and the stories of fans into our documentaries. We will allow the fan to give their story about a championship player or a significant moment. We'll even let opposing fans give their inputs about the story to kind of add to it to get both sides. Time Warp Sports Productions has the potential to be the Apple of the broadcasting industry. So why is Time Warp Sports Productions useful for the consumer? For one, these documentaries will be broadcast on Netflix and ESPN or other forms of major cable and streaming providers. Therefore, there's no additional cost to watch these documentaries. These documentaries will again let you, the fan, tell the story of your favorite player, your team, your favorite moment, or your favorite era for your sports team. So for example, for local examples, a documentary on Western Kentucky's run to the Sweet 16 with Courtney Lee and company would be a very popular documentary in these parts. This is a Cinderella run, very unexpected, from a small school. And kind of keeping with that theme, a documentary about Cinderella teams such as George Mason, Gonzaga, VCU, Florida Gulf Coast, some of these little teams that make these big runs in the tournament. They've reached Final Fours, Elite Eights, Sweet 16s. Very big deal for very small schools. It's a big deal for any school, but really for little schools like Western Kentucky. So it kind of ties in back to the documentary about Western Kentucky. You think back to last year, Kentucky's recent run at perfection that fell just 2 games short would be a very popular documentary to watch, and it's something that a lot of people who are in this industry wouldn't really have the nerve to make a documentary featuring something negative about Kentucky. And another one would be a documentary about Louisville's ongoing scandal at the University of Louisville. You can kind of follow through what led to it, who led to it, what's going on with it, and then have the fallout from if people get fired or whatnot from there. So some very good local examples. And these stories will be told through the eyes of you, the fan. No bias between the players or the media. These stories that we'll present are very rare in today's documentary world because a lot of stories they go back in the time to cover older scandals and older players and older moments. But with this, you'll get some modern day stuff, and a lot of the modern day stuff we talk about will be kind of overlooked and underappreciated because they're going to be a lot of more low profile teams and universities. But currently, this company is something that is in the very early startup stages. I'm currently looking for interest in the company, just kind of gauging what kind of stories people will be interested in, who would be interested, would it even sell. I'm looking at where I could get funding upon graduation in a few semesters because you'll need a lot of money to purchase equipment and a lot of money to travel on and just to pay people to help you out on. I feel like I have several very good stories that could develop into a great documentary. I'm confident that I could get 2 to 3 former or current coworkers to kind of come together part-time on this with me to help me make this dream a reality. The one thing I do need to obtain is access to older footage of these games, so I have to kind of get out in the world and meet some good connections and get the footage I need to make these documentaries happen. So some good sources that could grant me this footage would be very, very, very well needed. And Time Warp Sports production is a long way from starting up, but there are several resources at my disposal that could turn this dream into reality.